Hey YouTube, it is Sarah. I am back, or maybe I'm here for the first time if you're seeing this. So I started my weight loss journey and I am doing my weekly accountability weigh-in measurement and share with you. So if you're watching this video on my playlist, there's a couple things I want you to know. So first of all, you're probably going to see me like start and stop if you go back to the beginning of this playlist, and there's like a lot of time in between. And my hair color was different. I've dyed it since then. So when I first got started, I didn't realize there were some things going on chemically in my body. And then if you watch the other video, I was diagnosed about a month ago with adrenal insufficiency, low thyroid, and a low cortisol. So that wasn't fun. I recorded the video. I don't know if I'm going to put it public or not, but I was just really at a low point. I'll share a little bit more on about that in a second, but it's been officially, I'm going into my 4th week. So I'm going into my 4th week. So what is it, only been like three and a half weeks since I actually started? I don't know. I can't figure that out. Anyway, so I am, as of this morning, about anywhere from 14.6 to 15.2 pounds down in 3 weeks. And this was after a year, a little over a year of gaining weight. I gained 35 pounds. Yeah. And I just, as much as I want to say I couldn't lose the weight, obviously I could. I'm not on medication. I'm not taking anything. Just a month ago when I held those diagnosis papers in my hand, I just knew. I was like, you know what? I can't be relying on a specialist. I had just come out of the endocrinologist which is a specialist for hormones. I had just come out of that appointment, and for like the past year, I've been getting bounced around from sleep studies and doctors and my primary doctor and just all these appointments, waiting on lab work. That's like the biggest thing is, oh, let's do your lab work. Oh, let's redraw it in a month and see where you're at. And it's like, well, until then what, right? So that's been my life for the past year. And, you know, I was sitting in the car and the specialist had just told me, you know what, we'll redraw your labs in 2 months. Your cortisol is really low, almost dangerously low, to the point where if you're introduced to too much stressor, your body could just shut down and go into a coma. And I'm like, great, what do I do for this? You know, and I think inside, I was seeking out answers outwardly. I wanted one of these specialists to have I wanted the diagnosis to be the solution. And it wasn't. You know, it's like adrenal insufficiency. I know in my heart, you know, I'm a former personal trainer. I'm a fitness and wellness coach, and yet this happened to me. I gained all this weight. I have a background in holistic nutrition, and I'm just sitting in the car a month ago realizing that I wanted somebody to swoop in and save me, because it would have been easier than having to sacrifice and sweat and work. There was no pill, patch, powder, potion, like nothing was gonna fix my weight gain or my energy levels or my body. And I believe that the fuel and food that we put in our bodies is the building blocks. And you know, I know this. I know that my body a year from now, it's gonna, like, your cells regenerate, you know, your heart cells, everything. I knew this, and I was like, okay, I knew all this stuff, but knowledge is not power. Okay, knowledge that's applied, that's power. Knowledge plus action, that's power. But just knowing things, it doesn't matter. If you know it without doing something, that's nothing. So I'm going to admit that for like a year, I think I was just feeling too defeated and deflated to actually do something. I don't know whatever it was, something flipped when I sat in the car that day. I held the white paper in my hand, you know, adrenal insufficiency, low cortisol, low thyroid, low white blood cells. And it was like, I have a choice. I can either blame my weight and my unhappiness on what's going on and not come up with a solution, or I can take control back of myself and my health, and I can get serious about my nutrition and do things that I know can balance my hormones. In the meantime, because I don't have anything to take, I don't have a medication, a pill, nothing. So I decided to get super serious about it. If you followed me for any length of time, you probably saw after my first pregnancy, I'd gained a whole bunch of weight. It was really bad. And just a month ago, I was at my second highest weight ever, not pregnant. I think I was over 200 pounds. When I finally stepped on the scale, I was like 199.7. So I'm pretty positive I was over 200 pounds a month ago. So anyways, back in my first weight loss journey, I had been introduced to this plan by one of my doctors. I had been struggling with PCOS and endometriosis, and she told me about this nutrition plan that was developed by a holistic nutritionist, and it was specifically designed for women to help balance hormones and kind of like rev up the metabolism. That's it in a nutshell. I've been following a modified version of the maintenance phase of the plan. So there's 3 phases, and I'll talk about this in depth in another video if you're curious about the plan that I'm doing and what I'm actually doing. I'm more than happy to share. I will make a printable for you. It's all free. If you want to follow it, awesome. I have a free support group. You're more than welcome to join. I'll put the links down below. There's no obligation, no strings attached. It's just, if you're struggling, and especially with your hormones or thyroid or cortisol or autoimmune or any kind of imbalance, I firmly believe that this can seriously help. So I knew that this plan worked. It was just a matter of putting the rubber to the road and doing it. So I went back to phase 1. I got serious about it. I meal planned. I started grocery shopping. I found a workout that I could do. Turns out all of like those super extreme home workouts and stuff, not that they were too extreme for a regularly healthy person, but until my levels are at a normal place, so there's like a fine line I'm walking. I have to challenge my body without challenging it too much, which would push me back into that cycle in the low cortisol, and it just threw everything off. So I decided I was going to choose a workout from my on-demand fitness program. It's 25 minutes. There's no weights. It's all just body resistance, and I've done that like 4 to 5 times a week. So yeah, so total I lost 15, let's just say 15 pounds so far. The area that I'm seeing the most results in right now is like my waist and my hips. That's where my inches have gone down. I went down 1 inch from my waist, I think, and 0.75 inches in my hips in 1 week. Yay! Super, super excited. You guys, this is after a year of seeing no results, like big double goose egg, no results. Okay, so it's all in the nutrition. Like I'm saying, 90% of this success is the nutrition, because it balanced my hormones enough to actually allow me to see results with what's going on in my body. So pretty awesome. I'm just trying to check the time. Okay, I want to keep this under 10 minutes. I think the hardest things I struggled with this week were, I did cheat a couple days. I had a cookie last night. I had some chips yesterday, and like a big deal this past week has been the weather, and just kind of like when it's rainy, and we travel full time, so we're still in a family member's backyard right now. We're full-time travelers. So that is a challenge for me when it rains. Previously, I would have been like, oh, it's raining, gonna take a rest day. Not anymore. On the rainy days, I just took my workout in the house or in a building, the garage, going to bed earlier, getting rest, and then one thing that's really been working for me this week is keeping a plan, writing in my journal, writing down, here's what I did today, and like reviewing it, and then seeing, okay, is there something that came up today that I struggled with? If so, how could I do this better next time? Like so many things where, okay, I cheated when I was out and I grabbed like chicken tenders or something. I don't know. Well, that's just a lack of planning. So next time, if I know we're going on a road trip, I will pack snacks. So it's just having that mindset of seeing these obstacles and then being aware, taking ownership and responsibility, not playing the victim card like, oh, I couldn't help it, I was out, you know, oh, we were on the road, I had to eat like crap. No, I didn't have to. I chose to because I chose not to prepare. So taking responsibility. Some of the biggest things I still really struggle with is like when we have family get-togethers and stuff, and everybody else is eating different food, and it makes me so jelly. And I'm just like, oh. So I just have to learn to like set my own special food aside, or maybe before one of these events, go out and get something that I really can enjoy, but also aligns with my goals. So there's that. There's my weekly recap. Thank you so much for coming on this weight loss journey with me. And like I said, if you are looking for the printable of the nutrition plan I'm doing, I'm going to spill all the beans, okay? I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing. If you want somebody to walk you through the nutrition plan, I am more than happy to do that. Yeah, it's what I do. I would love to help you. So we also have, I have a free group that I run. It's open to anybody. It's for fitness and support. And I'm also starting what's called the Virtual Wellness Studio. And it's for those people who are looking to heal themselves through nutrition and are specifically dealing with like health obstacles and health challenges. And the focus will be nutrition. Exercise is encouraged but optional. So there you go. If you're looking for more information, just send me a message down below or contact me through one of my social links. Thanks, guys. Bye.